All right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's give these gentlemen a watch market update, you know? All right, we're going to give you guys a watch market update. Let me just get prepared. Let me give these people a nice price watch market update. Buenas tardes, Renato. Buenas tardes, saludos, felicidades, felices fiestas. Happy holidays to all of you, wherever you should be at. I'm somewhere in Florida. So, guys, I want to tell all of you, you know it's dead, guys. You know the watch market is dead. No matter what they tell you, you don't believe them. The watch market is totally dead. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, I spoke to you yesterday regarding that, with all the respect, I'm using him as a nickname, Fat Man from 47th Street in the Diamond District, taking these young bucks, and fleecing them and flim-flamming them out of their family's money, You saw what they did to that young kid over there on 47th Street. You know that, Uncle Johnny. What a disgrace that Uncle Johnny is, selling fake watches. Uncle Johnny, Fat Man, Uncle Johnny, Eddie Monster. I'm telling you what it is, ladies and gentlemen. I don't feel bad. I don't have no sympathy for these flim-flammers in 47th Street in the Diamond District. They have the whole gang there. They have the vacuum kit. They have the Ten Commandments. They have skin tight Genie, with a man bun. Sinbad. The subway train jumper from the movie Ghost. You know what I'm saying? The gentleman with the chiclets front Bugs Bunny teeth, These people are gonorrheas. These people are infections, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm telling you all this because you guys need to know the truth. So when you see this guy walking around pushing a Samsonite luggage bag full of watches, that ain't no real watches, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get flim-flam. I know what I'm telling you. I do this for you guys because I'm stupid like that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm stupid, And when you're stupid, you do these things, for free. Because I'm like that. I'm like that. So we need to all start making, the watch market industry great again, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. That poor young man took $5,000 and he said he was going to make money buying a watch. Buying a watch from his idol. His idol. Uncle Johnny. Uncle Johnny Eddie Monster, the Fat Man, with yellow stains in his under armpits. That's what he is, disgusting. These people, they're disgusting. These people are cockroaches, ladies and gentlemen. So, do yourself a favor and be smart. Don't get flim-flammed by these people from over there from the Bronx. They're disgusting. They're disgusting, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very, very hurt. I'm very hurt, because I've been working on you recovering tomato cans. And you guys need to stick together. And ladies and gentlemen, you need to defend this channel. The same way I defend you guys, you need to defend this channel. You need to support this channel with a thumbs up. You know what I'm saying? Look what I'm doing in my vacation. This is where I'm at. You know, I'm here somewhere, you know. I'll tell you where I'm at because I'm stupid like that. I'm in, you know, Hutchinson Island. You know where Hutchinson Island is? It's a couple of three hours from Miami, Florida. And I'm here, you know, for the last couple of days before Christmas Eve. You know, we're here with the whole family, you know. So, but I'm trying to tell all of you, ladies and gentlemen, stop giving away your children's tuition money, okay? And I'm going to continue helping you guys out for free. For free, ladies and gentlemen. Those people from New York, man, they're disgusting. You know, we're talking about Uncle Johnny, you know, with the funeral home curtains. You know, he has designed of funeral home curtains. You know what I'm trying to say, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. Renato, thank you very much for supporting the channel. That means a whole lot to us. It really does. It means a whole lot. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and all of you for being here. All of you for being here. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. I'm going to give you guys a watch market update because you guys need this to continue defending yourselves on these next, you know, 4 days before Christmas Eve. Don't give your money away. I'm also going to say something to Mr. Renato. Mr. Renato wants a beautiful FP Jones watch, you know, Octaline, you know, sport, you know. And I'm going to tell you, Mr. Renato, please wait until January the 4th, the 5th, or the 6th, or the 7th. Get these people on their knees. Get them on their knees. Don't let them hoodwink you out of your children's tuition money. Don't let them hoodwink you, ladies and gentlemen. Be smart. I know what I'm trying to tell you, you know. Be smart. No sean pendejos. No regalen más el dinero a los gilipollas esto. You know, don't give your money away. Don't give it away. I'm not going to let it happen. I'm not going to let it happen. You do that, Mr. Renato. You save your money and you're going to save $50,000. $50,000. La situación está jodida. There's no money out there. There's no money out there. Let them get desperate, you know? Let them get desperate. Like the way, you know, that, you know, Uncle Johnny, Eddie Monster, the fat man, you know, with the funeral home curtains. He's desperate. He needed to flim-flam an 18-year-old kid, you know, because he told his parents he was going to make money buying a watch from his idol, because he idolizes him. You know, he idolizes the fat man, Uncle Johnny, and look what he did to him. He destroyed him. The watch was practically all fake. Fake, ladies and gentlemen. I'm mad. I'm mad as hell, and I ain't going to take it any longer. But ladies and gentlemen, let me give you a watch market update, because you guys deserve this. You know, our first watch, ladies and gentlemen, for all of you out there, is a Jaeger like a tour. You know, Jaeger, reversal mono. You know, reversal mono. Reference number 270.262, full set. Don't pay for that watch. You do whatever you want, but don't pay for that watch more than $9,000. You do whatever you want. Papi, this is the only channel with the real watch market update. Don't forget that. This is the only channel with the real watch market update. Our next watch, ladies and gentlemen, is an AP Cole 1159. AP Cole 1159, blue dial chrono. Reference number 26393BC. Full set. Ladies and gentlemen, here the retail price on this watch is $49,700. And ladies and gentlemen, don't pay for that watch more than $24,000 and dropping. This is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. There's nobody like me out there, ladies and gentlemen, that calls it like it is. There's nobody out there like me. You know, there's nobody like me, I'm telling you. And dropping, you know, Mr. Blair, and dropping, ladies and gentlemen. Our next watch, ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is, Papi. You know what it is. Our next watch is another. I'm going to give you a Patek Philippe Complications. Patek Philippe Complications 5935A 001 with a Salmon dial, stainless steel, world timer, chrono, full set, 41 millimeter, ladies and gentlemen. Retail price is $78,386. Do yourself a favor and don't pay. Don't pay for that time machine, an unbelievable time machine. Don't pay for that watch more than $44,000 and dropping faster than Bill Clinton's pants in an Arkansas farmhouse. Unbelievable what I'm doing, you know? You know what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen? We're doing a pig. You know, we're roasting a pig. No more pigs. No more pigs out there these holidays. No more pigs. You know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. You know, the Patek Philippe Cubitus Okay, the Patek Philippe Cubitus. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you another Patek Philippe, you know, complications. The 5905 annual calendar chrono with a green dial. Ladies and gentlemen, that watch has a retail price. It's a 42 millimeter, and it has a retail price of $78,386. Okay? And I'm gonna tell you because I'm stupid just like that. The truth. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. Hablo con gandules, papá, y pasteles. Y pernil, papi. Esto es lo que hay. No hay más nada, papá. No hay más nada. No hay más nada, papi. No hay más nada. And I'm gonna tell you, don't pay for that 5905 stainless steel, fully stainless steel. Bracelet and casing with a green dial. Don't pay for that watch. Don't get scared, papi. Don't get scared. It's just only money, papi. It's just money. You saw what happened to that young kid over there in the Bronx in the Diamond District in 49th Street. He took $5,000 and he gave it away. He gave it away to the fat man, you know? The fat man, Eddie Monster. Uncle Johnny. What a gonorrhea. What a gonorrhea. What an infection, papi. Una infección. He's an ingrown toenail. He is what you call an ingrown toenail. But don't pay for that 5905 stainless steel annual calendar chrono green dial 42 millimeter. Don't pay more than $40,500. You do whatever you want. Voy a descojonar el negocio de los relojes. You know what I said? You Google it, because I'm not going to tell you, pero lo voy a descojonar. Lo voy a descojonar. You know? What they did to that kid, you know? You should go see his video. So maybe he can make up a couple of $100. You know? You know what they gave him back for the watch? You know what that fat man gave him back? From the $5,000, the fat man gave him back $2,400, $2,500, something to that effect. You know, it's unbelievable, papi. The watch market is dead. No sean lambones y palomos. No sean lambones y palomos. You know, it's unbelievable. The pig is waiting for me over there. The pig is waiting for me. You know, the pig is waiting. Poor kid, papi. Papi, lo traspasaron, papi, lo pusieron en el paredón. You know what the paredón is? You know when they would put those people in the wall, you know, they would blindfold them and put them a cigarette in the mouth and then shoot them? Ese es el paredón, papi. You know? You understand me? Ese es el paredón. And I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, you need to be smart. You need to be smart. I'm going to give you, ladies and gentlemen, a Vacheron Constantin, overseas stainless steel. Unbelievable. It's called the Reverse Panda, you know, black dial with white gauges. Unbelievable time machine, ladies and gentlemen, you know. Unbelievable, the 5500V. Unbelievable looking time machine, you know, chrono. It's an unbelievable watch, ladies and gentlemen, with a retail price. You know, discontinued, collector's dream, collector's choice, collector's unit, whatever name these people put on you guys to get you taken. You know, porque ustedes son unos lambones. Ustedes son unos lambones. You guys are easy to get taken. Easy to get. Exactly. That's the one. That's the one, Mr. Donut. I'm so happy you're here, Mr. Donut. I'm so happy you're here. All of you. I'm so happy that you're supporting the channel by being here. That means a whole lot to me, you know? It means he's a coward. He's a cockroach. Son unas ratas. Son ratas. Como Paquita la del barrio. You know Paquita la del barrio? You know who Paquita del barrio is? You know that, right? I'm not gonna tell you no more, but these people are cockroaches. So insects, you know? This is like having one of those infections, you know, down there somewhere. You know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, the Vacheron Constantin overseas stainless steel reversal Panda, black dial, white gauges, 5500B with a 42.5 millimeter casing. Retail price is $35,600. Do yourself a favor, don't pay for that watch more than $22,500. So watch market is dead. The watch market is dead in a backyard pool and floating face down, like back there, you know, back there, floating back there. See there? Back there. Understand me? Let me show you a little more so you know what I'm trying to say. You know, this is where we're at. You know, I'm here. My grandkids were going bananas out here a few hours ago, you know, but we're back, you know. It's unbelievable where we're at, you know. I hope your holiday season is looking like mine's. Ladies and gentlemen, don't pay. You saw what I told you, don't pay for that Vacheron Constantin overseas. You know what I told you? You know what I told you. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you a Patek Philippe Cubitus. Somebody was asking me for the Cubitus. Please listen up. The Patek Philippe Cubitus Platinum. Blue dial, blue strap. Unbelievable 45 millimeter. Unbelievable time machine. The 5822, ladies and gentlemen. And you got people out there asking $185,000, $190,000 for that watch. But I'm gonna tell you the truth because I'm stupid like that. Don't pay for that watch, and you do whatever you want. It's your money and you spend it as you please. The only thing that me and Sweet Kino can do is try to tell you what you should pay for that watch. Renato, I wish I can tell you $80,000, but that's not the case, Renato. You know, we're a very, very honest watch market update show. We say the truth here. But I wish I can say $80,000, Renato. You know, I'm trying to save you guys nickels and dimes. You know the truth. There you go, 120. You're looking better now. But ladies and gentlemen, this time machine has a retail price of $106,695, right? And it's a 45 millimeter platinum. Beautiful time machine. And don't pay for that watch. You listen to me carefully. You do whatever you want. But don't pay for that watch more than $142,000. You do whatever you want. It's your money. But stop giving it away. Give it away to UNICEF. You know, give it away to De Camile's house, you know, in Miami, downtown Miami, to the people need it, you know. Buy some food for the people out there, you know. Stop maintaining these cockroaches. Stop maintaining these cockroaches out there. You saw what they did to that young kid. They left him homeless. Tenía los canzoncillos cagados. El muchacho tenía los canzoncillos cagados. You know what I say? You Google it, because I'm not going to tell you. You Google it, because I'm not going to tell you. He had his white Hanes underwears full of shit when he realized that he gave the way to the fat man $3,000 for free. You know what it is? Fake bracelet, fake dial, fake everything, you know? Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta stop giving away your money to these people. You know, you gotta stop giving it away. These people don't have no more money. You know, these people don't have no more money. Está jodido. Nobody is buying watches. Everybody is buying precious metal. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just tell you something. Let me tell you something. Gold right now is at $4,387 a troy ounce, papi. You understand me? Silver is at $69 a troy ounce. You know what I'm saying? You understand me? Stop giving your money. Stop giving it away. I'm not gonna go for a walk in the sand. I feel today tropical, you know? Me siento tropical. You know, I had a couple of drinks of Zacapa. You know, you ever heard of Zacapa? Unbelievable, that Zacapa, you know? Zacapa, you know? It's unbelievable. And I'm feeling good, you know? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna have to tell you the truth. Look into silver before it's too late. Look into silver. I know what I'm trying to tell you. I want you to know something. Believe me, la situación está jodida, papi. No hay dinero por la calle. La situación, Pennsylvania Avenue is trying to do tricks. Pennsylvania Avenue is trying to do tricks. That's all I got to say. I don't care what color you like, if it's blue or red. To me, it's the same shit with different smell. Different smell. That's all. That's all I got to tell you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk to you about a watch that you guys need to know. And it's going to be, the price is going to change because of the way gold is behaving. We're talking about the Rolex Yellow Gold Deep Sea. Blue dial, blue ceramic bezel, 44 millimeter. Unbelievable watch. Unbelievable. It weighs like a bag of cement, you know? A bag of cement. It has a retail price, a brand new watch, $59,700. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's what it is, you know, I gotta tell you the truth. Retail price is $59,700. And I'm gonna tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a brand new watch. And I don't care. Que se jodan, papi. Que se jodan como el muchachito que jodieron en el Diamond District. You know, over there. You know those people walking around with attaché Samsonite full of fake Canal Street Rolex watches. I don't care. I don't care, papi. I don't care. I don't care what they have to say. It's the truth. You know, it's the truth, ladies and gentlemen. You know, esto está jodido, papi. Esto está jodido. I'm not going to permit it any longer. I won't permit it because I'm stupid like that. And ladies and gentlemen, the 44 millimeter deep sea, yellow gold, blue dial, blue ceramic bezel. Don't pay. You want to know the truth? How much? Well, don't pay for that watch more than $52,000. A brand new one, fully stickered. That's it. Off the bat, you lose $8,000 or more with Uncle Sam taxes. Que se jodan, papi, que se jodan, que se jodan. I'm not gonna take this no more. I won't permit it, ladies and gentlemen. I won't permit it. I won't permit it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna talk to you about a watch, which I was a big fan of this watch many years ago. Many years ago, you know, back in the 2006, 7, 5, 4, whatever. It's a Frank Mueller perpetual calendar, rose gold, 7850. 7850, papi. You're talking about this watch back in the moment. You know, this watch was $40,000, $38,000. And I'm going to tell you, this one is brand new. Watch market is dead. The watch market is dead. I'm just telling you what's going on. I'm telling you what's going on. Don't pay for that Frank Mueller. Don't pay for it more than $16,000. I don't want to tell you the retail because you're going to get scared. Don't pay more than $16,000. Papi, I've been chosen as the #1 watch market update show in the world by no other than Fudinki and Sachs Goldman. I'm #1, papi. I'm #1. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm also going to be talking to you very, very soon about Rolex, you know, raising prices. But ladies and gentlemen, papi, you know, don't get alarmed. The prices that you're seeing that they're rising, you know, they're raising the prices on the Rolex are precious metal material watches, you know, gold watches, you know, Rolls Royce. No sean lambones, don't get scared. They have to. Gold is going all the way to the moon, all the way to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you, I have like around, I don't know, 5 gold watches, fully gold watches. I'm getting all my money back already, and these watches were all dead. But I'm getting it back because gold is going to the moon. Just to let you know, no sean pendejo, 5%, you know, they're going to rise 5%, más nada. You know, I told you that the guy from Pennsylvania Avenue, the people from Geneva, the CFO, the CEO from Rolex, all those people, they got together and they gave the president a clock, a desk clock, with number 45/47. Papi, ese tipo es una jodienda. Ese tipo, el rojo es una gonorrea. El rojo es una gonorrea. You know what I'm trying to say, Mr. Dona. You're a smart man. You're a man of integrity. You're an international man. ¿Entiende? Esta gente son malos, papi. These people are bad. These people's a big gang. It's a big gang, and we're not involved in that gang, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk to you about another watch. And I'm going to tell you this. It's the Rolex Rose Gold Date, 40 millimeter. Rose Gold, olive green dial, reference number 228206. Don't pay for that watch, no matter what they tell you. I know you want to hear the number. I know you want to hear the price on this watch, on this Rolex date olive gold. You know, olive gold, rose gold, you know, all that good stuff, you know. This watch at one moment in that Corona era, this watch was over $95,000. $95,000. This watch is dead in water. No matter what they tell you, don't pay for that watch more than $46,000. Use slider condition material. Use. Ladies and gentlemen, people out there are walking around. They're walking around like the people over there in Philadelphia, you know, with that drug. That they touch the floor. They're almost touching the floor, but they don't hit the floor, you know. I got a thunder lightning. They don't like too many thunder lightnings. But listen, our next watch, ladies and gentlemen, it's a Rolex date, 36 millimeter, reference number 11813. Green dial, green strap. You know, leather green. And I'm gonna tell you, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm stupid like that, don't pay for that watch more than $18,500. Green. We're gonna go into the green now. The green. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have a Rolex yellow gold Sky Dweller 42 millimeter with a green dial, Jubilee bracelet, reference number 336938. Don't pay for that watch. You do whatever you want. You don't pay for that watch more. You do whatever you want. Don't pay for that watch more than $67,000. You do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. Don't pay more than $67,000. And ladies and gentlemen, my last watch market update of the day for you guys. Listen to this. Listen to this carefully. You need to know about this. Nobody's gonna tell you the truth. You know, the fat man is walking around with a Samsonite luggage full of fake Canal Street Rolex watches. Don't believe him. Don't believe that fat man with the yellow armpits stain. You know, armpits. This is the Rolex yellow gold Daytona with a green dial and gold gauges. 40 millimeter. Reference number 126508. Don't get scared, ladies and gentlemen. When I tell you this, you're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. You ready? Don't pay for that watch. You do whatever you want, but don't pay for that watch more. I get happy when I do this. Don't pay for it more than $73,500 and dropping faster than Bill Clinton's pants in an Arkansas farmhouse. The watch market is dead. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna go see the pig. You know, I'm gonna go see the pig. I gotta go see the pig. You know, we're gonna go see the pig now. They're waiting for me, my family. I want to wish you guys a festive, you know, day today with your families. We got here all these characters for you guys, you know. El lechón, papi, el lechón. El lechón for all of you. And again, thank you for joining me on this live stream. I told you that I would give you a watch market update, and I did. I want to tell all of you, like I say always, you know, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. And like we say always, take care and brush your hair. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all your cooperation and help. Happy holidays.